What's up, guys? As everyone already may know, there's a new Dragon Ball Super movie being planned for 2022, and Akira Toriyama, on this new Dragon Ball website, actually, there's some information about it, and I'm just gonna give you guys my thoughts and opinions and some predictions about this new movie. Hopefully, this movie is gonna be a good ass movie. You know what I'm saying? Like Broly, in my opinion, was a great movie. Like, I love that movie, especially the theater experience. The theater experience was insane, but that's not what we're here for. We're here for this new movie, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do a rundown on the new movie and basically what has been said about it and everything. So, Akira Toriyama, he actually made a statement about the movie, it's saying how it's gonna have a unexpected character and really entertaining fights and some new visual aesthetics for the movie. But I'm mainly going to be touching on the unexpected character. Now, a lot of people just assume that this unexpected character is just a villain out the gate. Like, they instantly just assume that. But for some reason, that just sticks with me and makes me think it's not a villain. Although I am going to talk about some villains I think will be in it. But it also, a lot of people, like, it says unexpected character, but then people are putting the same character over and over, and it's like, if it's unexpected, right, it's probably not going to be the character that everybody expects. But many people just been saying that, like, certain characters over and over, and he's on the list of the ones I'm about to name. But yeah, the visual aesthetics, I wonder what that'll be. It'll probably just be like, I even saw some people say like claymation, and that I just can't see that at all. Like, that would be crazy, but like, where would that fit into this at all? I'm seeing maybe some, like, a style change for the movie, maybe kind of like how they used the Shintani style for the Broly movie. But although I'd love to see the Shintani style again, because it is a great style, but it honestly, I hope it's not CGI. That was the only problem I had with the Broly movie, was the CGI, and it made some of the fights look a little bit worse than they could have looked, but in my opinion at least. But I don't really know what that would be. It's, who knows? It could be many different things, but mainly I'm going to be touching on the characters. So I'm going to get into the first character I think it could be. So this one, okay, when I this is my prime character that I hope it is, because I love Tapion. Tapion is so underrated. He's such a good character, and he barely had that much time to shine, but the time he had to shine was amazing. Like, this fucking character is great. Tapion, if you don't know, he's from Dragon Ball Z Wrath of the Dragon, and he's actually the character. It's not canon, obviously, but he gave his sword to Kid Trunks, and to me, he obviously has the Z sword. But that would be such a cool way to make it come into canon, to give Trunks the sword in canon. So if they just redid that, kind of like how they redid Bardock's kind of backstory and everything in the Broly movie, and how they redid Broly's story. If Tapion was brought in as a character for this, oh my god, that would be amazing. It'd be so good. And I mean, they'd obviously have to scale him up to power to match Goku or Vegeta or somebody like that, or maybe not. Maybe he's not powerful, but he's a big part of the plot. But I want to see this man in action. Tapion is so good at what he does. Like, I mean, that sounded weird. Let me rephrase that. Tapion is such a good character. He's really just a badass, like a underrated badass of the Dragon Ball Z, like, movie universe, in my opinion. And as far as plot, they could bring back Hirudegarn, and if you don't know who that is, it's the main villain of Wrath of the Dragon, or kind of the main villain, sort of, I would say so. But I don't really think he'd fit that well. But if they brought Tapion back and do like an arc with Trunks, and maybe Goten and Trunks and something like that, like they kind of did in Wrath of the Dragon, that would be fucking great. Because I'd love to see some other characters shine besides Vegeta and Goku. Don't get me wrong, I love me some Vegeta and Goku, but like, they're there 24/7. I want some. It'd be great to have some new stuff. And then obviously, this is the one everybody's been saying, and I love Cooler. I do. Hot take here, but I like Cooler probably more than Frieza, and especially the way he looks. But like, even just him himself, I probably like more than Frieza. I do like Frieza a lot, but Cooler, He's just built different. Okay, now this man, if he were to be in the movie, I could easily see a story going along the lines with Frieza, since he's out in the universe right now in Dragon Ball. And now here's what I'm thinking for this plot, because I've been thinking about this one for a little bit. And although he's not an unexpected character because everybody's expecting him, there's still a chance, a pretty decent chance, I see he could be in the movie. Now, let me just say, I feel like the best way he could possibly fit into this movie would be well, the only thing is, like, how would they bring Cooler in here if Frieza, like, he hasn't mentioned him at all, or King Cold don't mention him at all? So where would he be in this universe at the time? Would he be, like, back in time? Like, would he be, like, dead and have to come back to life maybe, and, like, he died off when he was younger? Or maybe, like, honestly, what I was thinking is maybe he came from Universe 6. That would be kind of cool. Kind of like how Beerus and Champa are brothers, but they're from different universes. Now, Cooler, the way he could fit in, what I was saying is, him and Frieza could fuse and become Cooler, and then, right, maybe you have, instead of Gogeta again, because that would just be reusing the same thing, right? Maybe you could have Broly and Goku, or Vegeta and Goku, or not Vegeta and Goku, Vegeta and Broly fuse. Now that would be fucking awesome. Have a fusion battle, call it like Dragon Ball Super Revenge of the Fusions or something. I don't know. Some cool ass name. That would be so sick. I'd love to see that shit. That'd be great. But honestly, they could go Golden Cooler too. Anything like that, it'd be great. And now here's another big one. Now, when you see Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan, I don't necessarily mean Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan. What I mean is, get my boy Gohan back to his prime, right? And now the reason I say that is because they could bring Cell in, and he could be Golden Cell. Because think about it, it makes so much sense. Maybe since Cell's made of all the different cells of all the, like, warriors, like that Dr. Gero scan and stuff and all that, like Frieza and all that, he would get an updated, like, power, right, if he came back to life, because his cells would probably be updated. I don't really know how that works, but maybe that's how it could work. It could be like almost like a fucking video game update, right? Update his whole body, and then he gets like a super power boost, like, instantly, like, because he learns how to go gold because of Frieza cells. And then obviously Goku and Vegeta have gotten way stronger, so he updates their version of the cells or whatever. And let's just say Gohan is, like, the reason he would be the biggest part of the movie is because, one, Cell is the only big antagonist that Gohan's ever defeated, and two, it's like, that's like Gohan's enemy. Cell is Gohan's enemy, kind of like how Goku is Frieza's, and like how, like, Majin Buu is Vegeta's, at least the Fat Buu, at least I would say. Like how they're all, like, correlating, and I would say Gohan needs to be there if Cell comes back. He has to be the guy, you know. And, like, how he would get the power boost, I'm not really sure. I mean, he has a lot of potential, as stated by literally every character in the show, and many times people have said he would surpass them even. And if he would just train, or, like, they could add some way in the plot to where maybe he gets trained to where he gets a new, like, Super Saiyan Blue, or like God Key or something, even a new form that nobody has, to where he could get on Cell's level, and then nobody else could stop him but Gohan, kind of like before. Even though that would be sort of a rehash of what happened, they could spice it up, maybe throw Broly in there, maybe throw like, who knows, maybe throw Frieza in there too. That would make Gohan great again. Like, that is something we need, is Ashley to make Gohan great again. That would be fucking amazing. And then obviously Cell, I'd love to see Cell again. A lot of people are saying that this would ruin Cell, because Cell is a beloved DBZ character, and it could ruin him. But that's just being, like, that's just wimping out, right? Like, why not try to bring him back, like, even like better than before? It would just make it, like, it gives fans of Cell, like, more content, and it could just make him even better as a character. I mean, obviously it could be worse too, but, like, I really doubt they're gonna mess this big movie up that is going to basically bring back the hype from Dragon Ball, like since it's been out since like what 2018 it stopped like beginning of 2018 the sub did. But then now this one I feel like nobody's really talking about. I barely see anybody talk about this character. Oob would be fucking great, right? See, the only thing about Oob is that I'm not going to say anything, but manga readers know, right? Manga readers know is all I'm saying for Dragon Ball Super. So I don't know how he would necessarily fit in unless this took place after where the manga is, or a little bit after where a part of the manga is. But like I really just don't know. But if he could somehow fit into the movie, that would be great. Oob is such a great character, and he's so underutilized in every sense of the fashion. Like literally, he was in GT. He probably had more time in GT than in actual Dragon Ball Z. And then he was in like one frame of Dragon Ball Super, like the anime, like in the very beginning or something. I can't even remember. Maybe I'm wrong. I have no fucking idea. But I think he was in there somewhere. But that one I can't really speak a lot on because I'm not really sure. But if he was in that, it would be so good. Now, this is honestly one I would really want, because think about it. This could be a canon movie, or I haven't even got to it yet, but future Trunks and future Gohan. Now, the reason that I say these two would make a great movie is because, one, it could be canon because it could take place right after the Goku Black arc, and when Trunks and Mai go back to his timeline. And it could be about like what he does after they defeat Goku Black and go back to his timeline, right? And maybe we revive future Gohan. And yeah, a lot of people will probably say like, oh, that'll just, get rid of his like, that would basically kill future Gohan's like, that would kill future Gohan's like meaning to Trunks, because he'd be back and his whole thing is to become like Gohan and be as good as him. But I mean, this isn't the first time Dragon Ball characters have been brought back. Like, come on. Is that really going to be anything that new? Really? If you're still watching Dragon Ball and you don't want a dead character to come back to life, then sorry for you, but that's happened many times already. So it's nothing new. And I wouldn't honestly mind it because I love future Gohan, and he's one of the best versions of Gohan, as many people think. But I would, if maybe they do a plot line where Trunks goes to, I don't know, a new Namek, or like I can't remember exactly what happened to the Namekians. I think there are still Namekians on Namek, or a new Namek or something. I think they're on New Namek, right? In his universe. Maybe he uses their Dragon Balls to bring him back, or maybe they have some like, I don't know, like some villain bring back Gohan evil, and then Trunks has to like undo some curse. I have no idea. Or Tapion could even fit into this one, right? Because Tapion's the guy that gives Trunks his sword. Maybe in this universe they actually like show a flashback of Tapion giving him his sword, and future Gohan's in here too. That would be great. That'd be literally incredible. And now for the final character. Now this one, it could work exceptionally well. There's two ways this movie could go. Now, obviously, a lot of people know who Bardock is. Best Goku. I mean, he's great. Bardock's really good as a character. Now, the one thing that Dragon Ball Super, I mean, it's such a minor detail, but like for me, it is almost what makes Bardock. And it's one thing that the Broly movie did that it kind of disappointed me, was get rid of his red headband. Like, I don't even care about the armor. It's the red headband and like what that headband meant in the like Father of Bardock's like, or Father of Goku special, or Kakarot. I can't even remember at this point. I think it was Father of Goku, the special, anyways. But that headband means so much in that movie. The blood of his fallen comrades go into the headband. Like, it was a white headband, turns it red. I think it was a white, but it turns it red, and he puts it on. Like, that was such a badass moment. Now, they could remake that movie, or I mean, maybe not remake it, because then that would just be the same thing. But like, they could make a different version of that where he gets the headband again before the Broly movie. Now, a lot of people probably wouldn't like that, so this is why I think this other version would be better. maybe he survives the blast with Frieza somehow. Maybe, I mean, maybe there was a, maybe there was a Yardrat on the planet and he teleported him away, teleported him back to Yardrat, and then Bardock trains there, get and it gets the red headband some other way there maybe. I mean, I know I'm talking about the red headband, but I need that fucking headband, bro. That headband is what makes Bardock Bardock. But maybe he's like in the universe still and they do like a whole storyline with him. Maybe he could fight Cooler. Could you fucking imagine a Bardock versus Cooler movie? Because Bardock's trying to get revenge on Frieza and he has no idea where he's at, but he finds Cooler and that's the reason Cooler dies and he never shows up in the universe. That would be great. That would be amazing. I'm willing to pay to watch something like that. I'm willing to pay to watch any of these, anything like that. Now, granted, none of these characters are guaranteed to be in there. Toriyama could just say unexpected, yet everybody expects it. Like, what if it's just Broly again? It could just be Broly again, right? I mean, that would be kind of a dumb statement to say unexpected when literally your last movie had Broly in it. So that wouldn't really be that unexpected. But I mean, I digress. Like, it could be so many characters. Hell, it could be fucking Aurelie. It could be, like, anybody. Joke characters. Like, come on. Who knows? But I'm hoping for, like, if I get any of... If any of these are... If any of these are, like, the actual thing that happens, it'd just be great. And I'd love it. Now, if any of you guys have anything, like, any predictions in the comments that I didn't cover, please put yours. I'd love to look at them. It'd be great. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, like I said, these predictions, they're 99.9% won't happen. But hell, if I'm even if that 0.1% comes true, I'm gonna lose it. But yeah, if you guys have any predictions that I didn't name or anything, any opinions or anything, just leave them in the comments. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.